Welcome to Tana Toraja. To the world, it's a tourist destination. To us, it's a waiting room. High in the mountains of Sulawesi, the line between the living and the dead isn't a wall, it's a veil. A veil as thin as the morning mist that swallows these valleys. Here, we don't say goodbye to the dead. We live with them. We feed them. We talk to them. Because in this land, the heart might stop beating, but the journey is just beginning. Can you feel it? The air here is heavy. It's the breath of 1,000 ancestors who refused to leave. Meet my grandfather. He passed away 3 years ago. But in this house, he is Makula, the sick one. He sits in his favourite chair, dressed in his finest silks. Every morning, Mother brings him his coffee. Black, no sugar, just how he liked it. People from the city call it macabre. They call it a horror story. But is it? What's more terrifying, forgetting your blood, or keeping them close until their skin turns to leather and their eyes become hollow pits? But be careful. If you stay in this room too long, you'll start to hear it. The sound of a dry, breathless throat trying to whisper your name. Every few years, the harvest ends and the Marnine begins. The ceremony of cleaning corpses. We open the stone tombs. We bring the ancestors out into the sun. It's a family reunion like no other. We brush the dust from their hair. We replace their rotting shrouds with designer suits and sunglasses. We treat them like kings. But look closely at their faces. Some look peaceful. Others look like they were interrupted in the middle of a scream. They say that during Marnine, the wind carries the smell of old earth and ancient secrets. Do not breathe too deep. You don't want their history inside your lungs.
High on the limestone cliffs, the Taus watch over us. Wooden effigies carved in the likeness of the dead. Their eyes are made of bone and shell, fixed in a permanent, judgmental stare. Legend says these statues are the vessels for the souls who haven't yet reached Puya, the land of souls. They are the guardians. But locals know the truth. If a Tau is carved incorrectly, if the spirit is unhappy, the statue will move. You'll find it at the foot of your bed. You'll find it standing in the forest, always watching, always waiting for a chance to reclaim a body of flesh and bone.
A soul cannot walk to the afterlife alone. It needs a mount. The Tedong Bonga, the sacred albino buffalo. Its price is higher than a luxury car, but its blood is the only currency accepted in the spirit world. Watch the blade. One swift strike. The earth drinks the blood, and for a moment the portal opens. They say if you look into the dying eye of the buffalo, you can see the reflection of the other side. A dark, endless mountain where the ancestors gather. But blood always attracts more than just spirits. Something else is feeding here. Something that hasn't had a body in 1,000 years. There are stories the elders only whisper after midnight. The Mapalau. In the old days, When a person died far from home, the shamans didn't carry them. They made them walk. A stiff, rhythmic march through the jungle. No one was allowed to touch them. No one was allowed to call their name. If you did, the corpse would collapse into dust. Tonight, the bells are ringing. Can you hear that? Clink, clink, clink. That's not the wind. It's the sound of the unburied finding their way back to the stone graves. If you see them on the path, step aside. The dead have the right of way.
Not all graves are made of stone. This is the pasaliran, the baby tree. When an infant dies before their teeth grow, we return them to nature. We carve a hole in this living giant and seal them inside with palm fibers. As the tree grows, it wraps the child in its heartwood, carrying them slowly, inch by inch, toward the sky. It sounds beautiful, doesn't it? But come here at night. The wind through the leaves sounds like 1,000 crying voices. And the sap is thick and red. The tree isn't just holding them, it's consuming them. It's a forest of souls that never got to grow up.
Follow me into the darkness. Londa. A natural cave turned into a city of the dead. Coffin upon coffin, stacked until they rot and spill their contents. Thousands of skulls staring at you from every crevice. Some are hundreds of years old. Some were placed here last week. The air is cold, damp, and smells of wet stone and decay. Don't touch the bones. The spirits here are territorial. In these narrow tunnels, the shadows have a life of their own. Have you noticed? Your flashlight is getting dimmer. And the exit wasn't this far back, was it?
The drums are beating. The circle is formed. The Mabadong dance is a song of grief, but it's also an invitation. Look at the dancers. Their movements are no longer human. Their joints are snapping. Their voices are changing. They are no longer themselves. They are borrowed bodies. The ancestors have arrived to join the feast. The fire doesn't burn them. The knives don't cut them. They are in a trance between two worlds. But sometimes the guest doesn't want to leave. Sometimes when the dance ends, the dancer stays empty, and something else takes the wheel.
You came here for a story. You came to take photos of our strange traditions. You thought you were just an observer. But in Toraja, no one is just an observer. The mountain has seen you. The spirits have counted your heartbeats. Look at your hands. Do they feel stiff, like old wood? The mist is closing in now. The Tonkonen is fading. You don't need your camera anymore. You're part of the scenery now. A new guardian for the Tibing. A new face for the tourists to wonder about. Welcome home. You're never leaving. Sleep now, if the dead will let you.